The early morning sun glistens over Palawan's coastline, but today, tension hangs in the air. A battered piece of metallic wreckage, twisted and scorched, lies on the sand, marked with bright red Chinese characters. Fishermen gather, whispering in worried tones. The news spreads fast. Suspected Chinese missile debris has washed ashore. Manila Updates TV is live within minutes, reporters dodging crowds and broadcasting updates. The Philippine Navy quickly seals off the area. It's a scene straight out of a thriller. Only this is real, and the whole nation is watching. The discovery sends shockwaves through the community. Some villagers snap pictures, others keep their distance, wary of hidden dangers. Local authorities move in fast, aware this is more than just flotsam. This is a direct reminder of rising tensions. News anchors call it a potential flashpoint. What happens next may shape the future of the region. Palawan's fishermen are the first to spot the strange object bobbing in the surf. For them, the sea is both friend and foe, a source of livelihood, and sometimes danger. This morning, it is different. The debris is not just driftwood, it's a symbol of conflict brought to their doorstep. Some recall tales of Chinese patrols chasing them off their fishing grounds. As word spreads, more villagers gather. Mothers clutch their children, unsure if the object is safe. Elders shake their heads in disbelief. For many, there is anger, a reminder of how disputes between nations invade even the most peaceful corners. "We just want to fish and live in peace," one fisherman tells the camera. The Philippine Navy arrives within hours, cordoning off the area and beginning a careful inspection. Sailors take samples, record serial numbers, and secure the site. Their presence is reassuring, but the community remains on edge. The sight of military uniforms only underscores the seriousness of the find. The conflict in the South China Sea is no longer distant, it has landed right here. This missile debris is not just a piece of metal. To the world, it's evidence. Proof that the South China Sea is a zone of real and present danger. For the Philippines, it's a stark reminder of the risks faced by a smaller nation standing up to a giant like China. It's not the first time debris has been found, but this one feels different. It comes at a time when nerves are frayed and patience is thin. Experts say this could be part of a live fire test, or worse, a warning. The debris may have landed by accident, but its message is deliberate. The South China Sea is contested, and all who live near it are affected. Some fear this is just the beginning. Missiles today, warships tomorrow. The Philippines is entitled to investigate, but will China cooperate or deny responsibility? Suspense grows as Manila demands answers. Above all, the debris is a symbol of unresolved tension and uncertainty. The South China Sea is more than just water. It's a crossroads of world trade, a treasure trove of fish and oil, and the site of fierce rivalry. At the heart is the question, who owns what? China claims almost the entire sea, drawing its 9-dash line across waters claimed by others. The world watches as ships, planes, and people risk their lives for every patch of reef and sandbar. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration ruled in favor of the Philippines, rejecting China's sweeping claims. But China refused to accept the decision. Since then, tensions have only grown. Warships clash, fishermen are chased away, and new islands appear built from sand and concrete. The dispute is about power, pride, and survival. The Philippines, with its smaller navy, stands its ground against China's might. Allies like the United States offer help, but the situation remains fragile. Every piece of debris is a reminder that peace is fragile, and the cost of conflict is high. In the heart of the South China Sea stands the BRP Sierra Madre, a World War II-era ship run aground on a Yungan shoal. Rusting and battered by storms, it remains a stubborn outpost of Philippine presence. To the crew, the Sierra Madre is both home and fortress. Supplies are delivered by daring runs past Chinese Coast Guard ships. Every day, the men on board are reminded they are the front line of a national struggle. The Sierra Madre is more than just steel and rivets. It's a symbol of Philippine resistance. Despite attempts by China to block resupply missions, the ship holds fast. Its battered frame is a statement: the Philippines will not back down. Inside, life is tough and conditions are harsh. Yet the crew takes pride in their mission. Their presence keeps the Philippine claim alive as Chinese ships circle the shoal. The standoff is tense and constant. For many Filipinos, the Sierra Madre is a source of inspiration. The Philippine government wastes no time. Within hours, officials in Manila issue strong statements. "We will not be intimidated," says the defense secretary on national TV. Investigations begin, and calls for international support ripple through diplomatic channels. The government's new strategy: shine a light on every incident, every provocation. transparency becomes the weapon of choice. The Navy and Coast Guard release photos, videos, and detailed reports to the public. Social media is flooded with updates, making it impossible for events to be hidden. Congress holds emergency hearings, demanding more support for the military and better protection for fishermen. Some call for new alliances, others for stronger protests at the United Nations. The government assures citizens that every effort will be made to defend Philippine sovereignty. This strategy is risky, inviting international scrutiny, but for many, silence is no longer an option. As tensions rise, the Philippines looks to its friends. The United States, a longtime ally, quickly offers support. Warships and surveillance planes are sent to the region. In joint exercises, Filipino and American soldiers train for possible conflict scenarios. The message is clear: the Philippines is not alone. ASEAN neighbors, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, express solidarity and call for urgent meetings. International law experts urge peaceful resolutions, but warn of the dangers if miscalculations occur. At home, the military ramps up readiness and Coast Guard patrols increase. New equipment arrives, and the government announces plans for more bases and radars. Ordinary Filipinos watch as their country prepares for the worst, hoping it never comes to war. Alliances bring security, but also the risk of drawing more countries into the conflict. Still, facing a powerful neighbor, the Philippines knows it needs every friend it can get. The stakes have never felt higher. The missile debris stirs deep emotions. Across the Philippines, anger mixes with fear. Social media explodes with messages of outrage and calls for unity. Hashtags trend nationwide: Defend PH, West Philippine Sea, Sovereignty. Filipinos rally in parks and plazas, waving flags and demanding action. The mood is both anxious and proud. In ASEAN countries, there is sympathy. Many have faced their own clashes with Chinese ships. Vietnamese and Malaysian netizens send words of support. Regional news outlets highlight the risks of letting disputes spiral out of control. There is a sense that the Philippines' struggle is part of a bigger story of small nations standing up to bigger ones. Parents worry about their children's safety. Students debate what the future holds. Veterans recall past battles, hoping history does not repeat itself. For many, the missile debris is a wake-up call, a reminder that peace is precious and must be defended. For the people of Palawan and the western Philippines, life goes on, but with a shadow hanging over it. Fishermen set out before dawn, glancing at the horizon for signs of patrol boats or new dangers. Families gather at night, discussing what they've seen on the news. Children ask questions, sensing their parents' unease. Every time a boat is chased or a ship is blocked, livelihoods are threatened. Education, health, and daily comforts are at stake. Some families consider leaving, but most stay, rooted to the land and sea they call home. Yet, even in hard times, there is hope. Community leaders organize forums to keep people informed. Churches hold prayers for peace. The missile debris has sparked a determination to defend their way of life. Their resilience is the true strength of the nation. The missile debris is a warning, a reminder that the South China Sea is a powder keg. One wrong move could spark a crisis that burns far beyond Palawan. The risks of escalation are real. War would bring destruction and pain to millions. The region's stability, trade, and future are all at stake. This is why diplomacy matters. The Philippines must stand firm, but also choose its battles carefully. Talking is as important as defending, and unity, at home and with friends abroad, is key. The world is watching. The people demand peace, but not at the cost of dignity or sovereignty. Let the missile debris serve as a lesson. Peace is hard, but war is harder.